Okay, so today for my lesson, I will be teaching the standards of long division and how it is done at the 5th grade level. The objective by the end of the lesson will be that students will be able to complete anywhere from 2 to 4 digit dividends by 1 to 2 digit divisors. The lessons often have you start out with estimating these, but since I think it would be more beneficial to just follow the standard to get the actual result, so we're just going to skip ahead over the estimation and go to solving for long division. So the way that you want to get started is you have your dividend, you have your divisor. The objective is to find the quotient or the answer to a division problem. Now, we talked about the different ways that problems can be solved and the different names of the answers for those problems. Addition, the answer was the sum. Subtraction, the answer was the difference. Multiplication, the answer is the product. And for division, the answer is the quotient. So, you take your dividend, which is going to be the number inside of your bracket, and you're going to divide it by the divisor. So let's say we have 376 divided by 9. So the first thing that you're going to want to do, you're going to want to find out how many times 9 goes into 37. Now, looking at our multiplication charts, we know that 9 goes into 37. Let's see. 4 times. 9 times 4 is 36. So we're going to write 36 up where our quotient goes. Or not 36. We're going to write 4 up where our quotient goes. 9 times 4 is 36. So we're going to write 36 below 37. Then we are going to subtract 37 minus 36 equaling 1. We have our 1 down. Now we have to drop the 6 from 376, drop it down next to the 1, making 16. We now have to find out how many times 9 goes into 16. Looking at our multiplication chart, we know that 9 goes into 16 one time. So put your 1 up top next to the 4, making 41. However, 9 times 1 is 9. So you have to take 16 and then subtract 9, which is 7. And we don't have anything left to drop down. The objective of this is to continue solving until you have nothing left to drop down. Now, in 5th grade, we work with remainders, not decimals. That's something that you will start when you get to middle school. So we have a remainder of 7. So our answer for our problem, or our quotient, is going to be 41 remainder 7. So 9 goes into 376 41 times with 7 left over. Doing this repeatedly, it may seem a little daunting, especially when you start adding multiple digits to your divisor. We won't go above 2 digits in 5th grade, so 3 to 4 digits for your dividend, and then 1 to 2 digits for your divisor. That's as high as that will go. in 4th grade and when you 5th grade and when you do your testing. So doing this repeatedly, getting that practice under your belt, is what really will lock this in your head. So I'm going to give you guys a few minutes. I've passed out a few piece of paper with a few problems for you to work out on your own so you can get some practice, and I'll let you do that. Okay, now that you've completed those practice problems, we can move on to the next component or next step in our learning process. So I have prepared a couple of assignments for you to complete on your Chromebooks. So if you have those, let's go ahead and open it up to Study Island. And you have a division, a long division assignment on Study Island. I have set it to have a lesson, flashcards, and the practice module. So you'll complete the lesson first, and I have enforced the order, so you have to do it in this order. You'll do the lesson first, then you'll do the flashcards, then you can do the practice. And I don't mind if you do game mode, if that makes it more fun for you. You don't have to do game mode if you just want to get the assignment done and check your understanding. After you've completed your Study Island, we are going to move on over to quizzes. So I have set a quiz on quizzes for you. That way you can earn points, play the mini game that it has, so that you can be more successful in your understanding of the topic. Now, I have allowed multiple attempts on the quizzes. I've allowed you 2 attempts so that you can get the best score possible. On Study Island, however, you do need to get a 70 or higher to be able to turn it in. That is my standard that I ask for. After you're finished with the Study Island and you've gone on to the quizzes, 2 attempts. Again, I would like you to have a 70 or better, but you don't need to have a 70 or better to turn it in. But I am asking that you have a 70 or better. While you guys are doing that, I'm going to have a few students come up. I'm going to write some problems on the board. Those of you who need a little extra help with this, I'm going to write a few problems on the board, and raise your hand, and I'll call on you to come up to the board and work out your problems with me so that we can get everyone on the same level of understanding and make sure that everybody meets the objective that I set at the beginning of the lesson. As far as homework goes, I will be sending home a long division worksheet since we're not allowed to take the Chromebooks home. And then I just expect that back tomorrow morning when we turn in our assignments. If there's any other questions that anybody has, I'm up at the front, and you guys can come ask me your questions about the long division, and I can explain it as best I can to prepare you guys for the exam that we're going to have on this subject. Thank you.